Gemini, welcome to Larisa Lili Temperance. Today, Gemini, we're doing your single love reading. This is for anyone, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Just so you guys know, I want to explain a little bit why I'm doing these reads and the style of read. This is going to be very different than anything you've guys seen because this is my channel. I'm a light worker and my channel is about the evolution of your soul, and I really do mean that. And so we're going to focus on your healing. We're going to focus on shadow aspects, our imbalance in our masculine and feminine energy, which is part of our heart chakra. We'll focus on sacral chakra as well, which is your thirsty sacral, because we all know as singles we have thirsty sacrals, right? And so how to transmute that. And then we're going to talk about your future person. We'll pull a card of who's coming in, once we raise that frequency. Wow, my nose is itching. So you guys, you're gonna hear me scratch a lot. My nose, I'm channeling Spirit is extremely present when they do that. So we're gonna be manifesting, and then we'll do some an angel message. So just so you guys know, again, for those who those who are new, welcome, and I'm very claircognizant and clairsentient. So I meditate on all the messages in my reads, and if this is your first reading, then you're not really going to know the other style of my reading. So I would suggest you check out one of my love readings or even my general reads, because this is a special kind of read. But hopefully you'll enjoy this one too. So those who are my subscribers are going to recognize my energy and are going to understand my reads. But if you're new here, welcome, seriously. But do check out other reads too to see my different styles, because they're all different. Okay, Gemini, for January, we're going to focus on the word Spirit said was release and trust the path. So this is about you releasing and trusting the path right now. So we're going to see what the crowning energies are, and then we're going to get into your read. So Spirit, what is the major arcana shift for January for Gemini? What is the major arcana shift for January for Gemini? Happy New Year to you too, Gemini. It's what a year, right? That 2020 was. So this is going to be interesting. So many exciting things, and we're going to really work on raising our frequency and dealing with our crap, right? Because, this can possibly be a trigger read for some. So I just do know I do this out of love and because I care. I want everyone to find love. Spirit, just one for Gemini, major arcana. Let me focus. Oh, they want to give me two. I see why, Spirit. All right, so beautiful though. This is really good energy. So Spirit is giving you the Empress, and this is about creativity and abundance. So a lot of you are going to be experiencing a lot of creative energy, Gemini. So dear one, you're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into the fullness of who you are. It's a time for great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects, or becoming a parent. Follow your passion to that abundance and prosperity manifest for you. And obviously this is about your creativity and really giving birth to a new version of yourself, I also feel. And then coming into this Empress energy, gender aside, remember. And so there's a lot of releasing for you to receive this abundance this month. That's why Spirit is saying you're being called to action. So it's about trusting the path. And here we have Temperance also. It's a win-win solution. There's strength in diversity. By blending the ideas of other people with your own, you can often come up with a solution that's magnificent. Start by focusing on the aspects that everyone agrees upon, and then open your mind to compromise and working together. Stay balanced and seek out a moderate approach. And I feel like this is the approach to in your dating life, understanding that this is about your growth, and this is seeking out moderate approaches for yourself, and what's really going to work in terms of what you're looking for and how you show up for yourself, because and being more of an observer of how everyone sees you, And, you know, based off of your character, how you carry yourself, your persona, you know, this is a lot about you creating a new version of yourself, really being in this power. And then trusting the path as well. Again, Spirit is saying release and trust the path. So releasing old versions of yourself, old ways of doing things, you know, maybe even the way you dress, like really recreating yourself, finding a way to find that newfound confidence, that newfound Empress energy, or like, because I'm hearing creative, also like a new style, whether it's changing your hair or, you know, for some of you masculines, your beard. Like I'm seeing like some of you actually like shifting things in terms of how you cut your beard, your shape ups, and just your colors, even the colors you wear in your clothes. Wow. Okay. So main focus here, the other main energy. We've got emotions. So let your deepest emotions come to the surface and release them. Wow. This is why Spirit is saying it's time to release. It's okay to be emotional. When you suppress them, you will only cause pain and blocks into your body. To have an emotional, a healthy energy flow, you must learn to manage your emotions and acknowledge them. Yes. So trust the process. For those who are having a hard time understanding their emotions and how they process them, this is about being patient with your emotions. This is also showing compassion to yourself about your emotions. Really understanding yourself. Understanding the blocks within your connection, what has been causing these blocks in your connections. What are the aspects of yourself that maybe has you repeating patterns? There's a lot of observing and acknowledgement that's needed. So let's see the past. Again, that wasn't a great shuffle. Let me shuffle one more time. Let's see your past energy, your past you, the past you, Gemini. What is the past you, emotional you? What is the past for Gemini, please, Spirit? Thank you. Give me the past for Gemini, please, Spirit. Thank you. I mean, Spirit. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yeah, clarity and belief, strengthening bonds, moving on, and teach. So this is the Hierophant, and this has to do with our belief systems. I'm feeling like for some of you, you're gaining clarity in terms of who you invested your time with. That you were putting energy towards strengthening bonds that really weren't healthy for you. Expecting a win-win solution. Almost always worrying to be the teacher. And that kind of sometimes can be a very overbearing energy for certain connections, that you probably were in. And I feel I'm getting a sense of unwanted sometimes, which is why some of you had connections that just drifted, moving on, like they would just fall apart. And it had to do with, again, because here we have clarity of belief, which is the Hierophant again. It's just your belief and your perspective where you had to shift and realize maybe the way you thought strengthening bond was, the version you have been living is not really a win-win solution, right? It was leaving you very, giving of yourself, giving of your energy flow to things that were leaving you very very depleted, because again, it was like you were emotionally giving a lot, which was taking away from yourself in other areas. And for some of you, because we have the Empress here, it could have been taking you away from these creative aspects of you that really live within you. That's why Spirit is calling you to action right now. They're asking you to release the old version of this, I want to say like this template you've been living out, that in all honesty no longer serves you. And it's time to get clarity of those beliefs and really release them like this butterfly. Just like it's a metamorphosis, it's like let it expand and unfold in something new. And yeah, is it going to be scary? You don't know what to expect, but that's also part of life in terms of risking yourself for love, but also being accountable to you. So let me just see some toxic triggers from your past. What were the toxic triggers for Gemini? What were some triggers for them? Blockages, trigger blockages. This is too much because I can't really talk about all this, but I'm going to put them out because I guess Spirit wants me. Remember who you are and where you come from. And this is about you. I'm really feeling, again, old versions of yourself. I think attachments. That's why it was a blockage. Maybe attached to always who you are. It's one of those things where people be like, but this is who I am. And when you stay stuck in that statement of this is who I am, that statement never evolves. Does that make sense, Gemini? And then for some of you, it's codependent addictions is holding you back. And it could be just sabotaging, again, codependent to this belief system that was holding you back. For some of you, it could be codependent in terms of habits where, well, this is what I've been doing all this time. And these habits are really more lowering your vibe versus raising it. And then we have Star Child. Your home is in the stars. Wow. And honestly, when this card comes out, a lot of you can be star seeds and empaths. And so usually this is an awakening to this energy. And so for some of you, maybe some of you have felt like you didn't belong, and that's why these belief systems just didn't make sense. And Spirit now is awakening you to your true self. That's why Spirit is saying release and trust the path. So they're guiding you to the true version of you. That's what I'm saying, Gemini. So let's see the imbalance of your masculine and feminine energy, and then we'll look at what needs to balance it out. Spirit, give me the imbalance to the feminine energy for Gemini. What is the imbalance for the feminine energy for Gemini, please? What is the imbalance for our singles? What is the imbalance that we need to bring to healing? Yeah, sheltered. Again, like a template. That's what I'm feeling. And superstitions. I'm sorry. This is such template, like, this is such like really boxed energy, I feel, Gemini. And this is really like your need to go outside of that. Spirit is definitely pointing out here. So let's see what's the imbalance on the masculine energy. And again, you guys remember, gender aside, this doesn't matter male or female. Remember, we all hold masculine, feminine energy, strong suits within ourselves. Some are more stronger than masculine, and some are more stronger than feminine energy. Again, gender aside. So what is the imbalance in the masculine energy for Gemini? Complacent. Wow. I mean, could this not be such a stuck energy? This is such Hierophant energy, to be honest. I don't even think I have to explain this, honestly, because we've already talked about it. It's this template that I'm feeling that Spirit is showing me, that some of you have been very sheltered and boxed within your way of thinking, the way you did things. It's again attached to patterns, attached to that saying, well, this is who I am, which puts you attached to certain emotions here that didn't. And so I don't think a lot of you were really resonating with these emotions in terms of really your true version of the true you, your soul you. And if anything, it was causing more stagnation in life. I see why Spirit is saying release. It's time to release. I'm just going to keep saying that, Gemini. It's time to release. It's time to come out of that old paradigm, that template, that complacency, that shelterness, the superstition of, no, if I do this, I'm not going out here because this could happen. Like, that needs to go. That's what Spirit is saying. So Spirit, what does Gemini need to do to balance this, please? What is Gemini? What can we give Gemini to balance this? All right. Admit your vulnerabilities, yes, and face your adversities. And for some of you, there's a lot of admitting and facing. Wow, and bottom of that is begin to explore. You got to come out. There's a lot of aspects of you that needs to come out of this shell. Spirit really wants you to begin to explore, to really face your fears, face the things, the vulnerabilities, the emotions that you're suppressing. It's time to heal. Trust that, trust this Empress energy, creativity and abundance. You're being called to action. You're ready to accomplish great things and truly come into fullness of who you are. It's time to give great creativity, giving birth to beloved projects. Remember, this is about following your passion. This is about really opening new avenues for yourself. So let's see what else, Spirit. What other guidance do we have to help this evolution of Gemini? What else does... Let me get one more. One more, Spirit, please, for Gemini. Thank you. So we have pay attention to the false alarms. Your reactions are alarms going off in your heart telling you to take the plank out of your own eye and pointing at areas in your life that need to change. Yes, Spirit is just really reinforcing this boxed, limited energy. Your reactions are alarms going off in your heart telling you to take the plank out of your eye and pointing at areas in your life that need to change. And so, a lot of it has to do, because it's about your reactions, it has to do with your emotions, maybe the things that were triggering you that had to be brought to light. Your attachments to yourself, and I mean the self, right? Your attachments to a certain version of you. Spirit is like it's knocking. It's an alarm going off, meaning it's time to change. It's time to change. It's almost like, I feel like some of you are also just done with it. Like, it's almost like, but don't understand the out. And at the end of the day, you don't need to know, because you just need to explore. You just need to do it. So what else we have here? Keep it private. If you have issues in your relationship, learn to talk to your partner instead of airing your dirty laundry and risk damaging the future of your relationship. And what am I feeling with this? Let's see. I feel like this is a message for someone. For some of you, again, it's an attachment the way you used to come across in your relationships back then. I'm feeling this energy of needing some level of validation of this structure you've been living. And if it affirmed it, then you were, in your perspective, you were on the right path. That's what I'm feeling with this card. It was like whatever happened to you with certain people in terms of your emotions, I feel with this keep it private, I feel like Spirit is saying internalize, right? Go within in terms of not allowing influences. And again, this has to do with your template, because it could be your family, right? Your, things you learn from your parents. Like, so this new version of you that's being developed, and maybe you're questioning belief systems. This is why Spirit is saying, I feel like with this keep it private is a preservation more in terms of, so you could learn it. It's like it's under development. That's what I'm feeling. Gemini, it's like this challenge of you is it needs to go under, it's under development. All right, so let's see what adjustments you need to make. You guys, I could go more deeper, but I'm trying to keep these reads a certain length. So, but let me know if you like and enjoy these reads, because I really feel like they're so great and they're necessary. So Spirit, what is the guidance? What are the adjustments Gemini may need to make for them to evolve, for the evolution of them? What are the adjustments that they need to make? Let's give some suggestions of what adjustments they need to make in their lives. What else? Okay. So bounce back. Don't give up. All is not lost. Get back up and keep trying. So at this point, knowing that you're going to be able to bounce back always. I mean, it's about trial and error at this point in terms of the things that you're going to release yourself from, old ways of thinking, escape materialism. Wow. Shift your focus away from material and develop a healthy inner world. And this is about, again, attachments, because materialism is about attachment. So this is about attachments to certain things and allowing your inner world to evolve and to develop. And that's why I'm feeling with this keep private is why Spirit wants you to kind of preserve it as it's under development. That's why, I love that it says here, and develop a healthy inner world. You're under development right now. Your emotions, everything needs to be released, but you're under development as you're coming out. But remember, you're standing as, you'll stand as the Empress once this evolves, once this gets released, once this gets healed, once this gets faced and dealt with. So let's look at your sacral energy now. Spirit, what is Gemini's thirsty sacral? What is we all know our sacrals get early. What is the sexual thoughts, the sexual unknown thoughts of our Geminis? What is their energy? What is the sexual energy of Gemini? Okay. So I long for the day when I can finally feel your strong hands gripping my thighs and squeezing my ass while we're kissing and on the F word. Just so I don't get, you know what? These are some kinky cards, okay, Gemini, because I'm a firm believer of your sacral, and I want to know where your energy is for some of you. And so this feels very genuine at the same time, right? Strong hands gripping my thighs and squeezing my ass while we're kissing and the F word. So there's a balance here of soft and rough. And I like that energy because I feel like these are aspects of you that can be vulnerable, but at the same time can be very aggressive, you know? What else, Spirit, for the sexual energy of Gemini? Sexually bewitched and leashing and leashes and belts. Yeah, so you see, that's what I'm saying. It's like there's a soft and a rough here, right? There is a naughty and a nice energy here in terms of that sacral, like how you apply that sacral energetically, even in your life, right? I almost feel like you feel like you want to be mesmerized by this energy. Like, I feel like you want to lose yourself. I feel like in terms of your sacral energy, you love to be in this place where you can let loose and close your eyes and almost like zone out. It's not even yourself. It's almost like it's an alter ego. That's what I'm feeling, Gemini. It's like a sexual alter ego. It's actually a very exciting version of you. So let's see what we need to transmute, because I think, you know, obviously when our sacral's so thirsty, if it's not getting action, then we need to know how to transmute that energy, right? So what do we need to do? What does Gemini need to do to transmute this energy? Give me the transmuting energy here, Spirit, for the sacral of Gemini. Give me the transmuting energy. Ooh. We have confusion. I take responsibility for my own decisions that contributed to challenging situations. And so this is about transmuting and really just taking accountability on the outside of yourself. So this zone out, this alter ego, you know, bring it more into your, because it has a soft and strong, right? So this will release some of transmuting, will clear some of the fog outside of yourself, even some of the fog in these emotions, some attachments that you may have. And so it's just saying, take responsibility for my own decisions. So this is really taking ownership, using this energy to actually take ownership now. And I think that's great. All right, so let's see who's the future person coming in. This future energy of your person. What is the person for Gemini? What is this future energy? Ooh, wow, very magnetic attraction. What else? Future energy for Gemini. Wow, past life relationship, playfulness. So I'm not seeing this as an X here, because this is because we're looking at future, right? So this is about a really deep connection. This is about a person who you have a very, like a soul connection with, past life. And Spirit is saying, really just use your magnetic forces and be playful in this energy to bring in this connection, because it's almost like because it's past life, is almost like it is a reconnection. It's a reconnection here. It's an awakening. It's awakening. It's an awakening of a very I feel like a very childlike side of you. It's almost like you're going to be able to, this connection will allow you to embrace your inner child. We have let your friends help you. Some of you may meet them through friends. Let's see, what is the timing, Spirit? Any timing for this connection to come through? What is the timing for the soul connection, please? What else? Give me one more. One more. I'm only taking this one. Wow, so for some of you, February. Some of you will connect with someone in February and the next full moon. So, I mean, this is manifesting energy right here. So there's work to be done. But when in that manifesting energy, you know, you'd be surprised what you could bring in. So for some of you, it will be February, and for some of you, it will be in a full moon. and do full moon rituals. So, okay, we're going to pull also what are the mutual manifesting thoughts of your partner. What would be the mutual loving thoughts in terms of compatibility? What are the mutual loving thoughts in terms of compatibility? Sleep naked tonight and take my card and go buy some lingerie for me. Wow, Gemini, so you guys never, I mean, you're gonna probably, some of you, if you're meeting your person in February, right, during Valentine's, you're gonna be in this very lovey mood place where it will be playful. So it feels like a very playful energy with your person, your future person. And I really feel like with this sacral energy, you just want to really come out. There's really strong sacral energy here for sure, Gemini. What a beautiful read, seriously. Strong sacral energy. So for some of you, obviously February, and the others full moon. So let's see a self-love message here. So what's the self-love message to our Geminis? All right, this one. Make way for new experience. Say yes when your heart cries yes. Yes. So after you release, trust the path, Gemini. This is about trusting the path. This is about you releasing, and it's time to make way for new experiences. Getting out of this old template or way of thinking, whatever that is for you. Becoming that empress, emperor, whatever, the strong energy, and start saying yes to your heart. Wow, Gemini, so this is your read. Please like, share, subscribe, click that bell button if you enjoyed my frequency. But with that said, live always relentlessly in striving aspiration. This is the evolution of your soul, and I'm here to nurture you. Until next message, bye.